Anyway, so that's, I've rambled into my introduction now. I'm going to play a few songs. I'm really, really honoured to be supporting Biscuit Heads. I'm a bit of a super fan. A t-shirt. In fact, I'm actually a stalker and I'm not on the bill tonight. I've just fought my way onto the stage, so they're just standing, looking in horror. So I'm gonna do a bit of an autobiographical set, I think, tonight. So I'm going to start with how I feel about hamsters, because I wasn't allowed a cat when I was growing up. It's not good. Hamsters don't come out of it well, whoever cheered. But it's called Pet Hate, but it's very short. So if you love hamsters, it will be over very soon, like a hamster is. When Santa brought me a hamster, I was bitterly upset. Unlike a cat or dog or lizard, I never had considered a hamster to be a proper pet. No, a hamster is never the answer if you're looking for a loyal and loving friend. Won't curl up upon your knee when you're watching the TV. Look into those beady eyes and you will see it's dead inside. And a hamster won't see you as its master. Don't waste your time in telling it to sit. If you're blind, won't be your guide. Request to fetch will be denied. Don't hold your breath for it to rescue you from up a mountainside. And a hamster is useless against gangsters. It won't keep would-be burglars at bay. And when they make off with your loot, won't set off in hot pursuit, nor alert you to the crime, nor sniff them out from in a lineup. That didn't quite work, but bear with me. The one good thing about hamsters is their fleetingness. You could have a guinea pig in 18 months or less. And the same is true of gerbils. Thank you. So that was about my formative years with hamsters, but without a cat. This is about when I went to school in Newcastle, and I'm sure some of you have had a similar experience. When you went to PE and you didn't have your PE kit, you had to put your hand into a big stinky box full of other people's neglected and discarded PE kits, which was called the lost property kit. Who had that experience as well? I can smell you, and the smell doesn't it's still there, isn't it? The smell, it's ingrained. So this is about that, and this is my Irish kind of song with a penny whistle. My mum bought me this for a birthday, and I felt I should honour her by writing a song. She's not dead, I'm just honouring her generally. So it's got a bit dark, hasn't it? But anyway, so here we go, it's Lost Property Kit. Well, I wasn't the outdoors type when I was wee. I did all that I could to get out of PE. The tales of my ailments were frankly quite frightening, in notes from my mother in suspiciously childish handwriting. I honestly thought they would keep on believing till mother came seething back from parents' evening. And who would have thought my dad's slipper could cure all my ailments in one single night, to be sure. That was grade 2 penny whistle. It's not the end yet, though. There's still more to tell you about this. Then one day soon after found, to my surprise, there was something far worse than enforced exercise. Turned up for cross country with nothing to wear, and Pandora's box was awaiting me there. Lost property kit up there on the shelf should carry a warning from the Department of Health. Come on, take your pick from the unlucky dev of the worn and the torn and forlorn, of the lost property kids. Turn up empty-handed to play five-a-side. You'll discover the horrors of what lies inside, the festering vest and the unholy, holy plimsolls. It's sure that today you won't score any goals. Lost property kid up there on the shelf should carry a warning from the Department of Health. Come on, take your pick from the unlucky dip of the worn and the torn and forlorn, of the lost property kids. The t-shirt so baggy you get lost in the fold, the shorts so saggy your ass crack. Behold, each garment of clothing infused with the essence of 100,000 unwashed adolescents. Just remembering it now. Now I learned my lesson from that blasted kid, and from that day forward turned up well equipped. But one day I'll show him, yes, I'll take a stance. I'll rock up for rugby in naught but me pants. Lost property kid up there on the shelf should carry a warning from the Department of Health. Come on, take your pick from the unlucky dip of the worn and the torn and forlorn, of the lost property kid. Thank you. It's quite lonely being a soloist. I am in various weird bands as well, but sometimes you just have to make your own friends, literally make your own friends. So actually I only made these friends because the next time I'm going to play, moving into the early 1990s, 1990 World Cup, Italian World Cup 90, one of the highlights of my life. I skived a lot of school. I probably watched all 3 matches every day. I was married to, in my own mind, to Roberto Baggio, who actually scored the goal of the tournament before you start kind of questioning my judgment. Well, I think I was punching above my weight, to be fair. And so I had this song is about one of my heroes from the early 1990s football situation, and it's about it's kind of about fallen heroes actually, and I'm going to sing it with my friends here who have kindly recorded backing for me. It's called it's a bit of a spoiler, the title, but it's called Gary Vinegar. If you can guess who it's about. Okay. I'm going to hit my phone, Stu, so there we go. Oh, Gary Lineker, I always saw you as a winner, sir, till you started selling salt and vinegar, which I found rather sinister. Oh, Gary Lineker, such an outstanding fellow. You never once got a yellow card at club level in your 80 internationals, so I find this quite irrational, unwishable and unnutritional. Your moral code, it never could be faulted until you sold your soul for Eddie Salted. So help me, Gary, please solve this conundrum. How did you go from football hero to peddling cheese and onion? Oh, Gary Lineker, I bet your children never finished their dinner, sir. Living in a household full of packs are saturated, fat-filled snacks. Those are the facts. Gary Lineker. You were the soccer sweetheart of the nation, till your fans you did forsake for smoky bacon. So tell me, Gary, what's your motivation to endorse Worcester sauce with evident elation? Take heed, Gary Lineker, your former teammates aren't getting any thinner, sir. Glenn Hoddle Waddles and Chris Waddle's grown oh so wide, and Gaza might still be alive if not for the pull of sour cream and chive. Tell me why, Gary Lineker, why? Oh, tell me why, Gary Lineker, why? Thank you. I have to say this each time I do this song, Gaza, at least up until 7 o'clock tonight, was still alive, so let's hope that's still the case. But yeah, I queued for hours outside a deep pan pizza in Newcastle once to try and meet Gaza, and he just waved out of the window. What a fucker. But, still a genius though, yeah. There's only a few children here tonight, aren't there? That's fine.
Right, so,
Not sure whether I feel really awful because I have to rush off straight after I've finished here to play a one-off Nirvana all-female tribute at my mate's 40th birthday. So if I look like a right rock star, just leaving immediately, I don't want to watch the other bands. That is generally the reason, but hopefully I'll be able to get back for the end of Biscuit Head's set. So, right, let's see. I'm trying to fit all these in. Okay, I'm going to go straight. So this is moving into modern day.
so this is
So this is inspired by my sister's pet hates, actually going back to pet hate. So my sister hates things like pink cards for girls that say, daughter, be the best unicorn you can be. Or don't. And then, oh, here's a boy's card. Happy birthday, son. Here's lots of things to do with activities like a camera, some shoes, a watch, a phone, some socks, a tennis racket, a bike, a rugby ball, something else, a comb. Yeah, so that's bollocks. So, so I've done this song a few times, and a friend of mine bought me a lovely card called Mum, sorry I messed up your lady garden. So that, you know, that's also very nice. And then also, I don't feel I'm tying these together with a narrative, but never mind. My mum bought me this for my birthday in December. This is a man's card. It's blue. It has a picture of a hammer. So that's giving you some context. It's called Greetings cards. It's kind of... I think it's Spanish influence for my Spanish-speaking friends who are here today. Hello. So yeah, here we go. This is dedicated to you. You could do with some percussive eggs on the chorus, but I don't. You can't really strap them to your feet, can you? Get strange looks. Little sister, let me wish you a happy birthday. I know you despise butterflies, but there was just no other way to pay my regards by the medium of a greetings card. So abandon hope as you open up the envelope. Flowers, bows and unicorns are certain to embitter, and it will be at least a year that you'll be picking glitter off your carpet. Ooh. What if I were to send a card to Auntie Brenda with a picture of a football or a dinosaur? Just what would she think if it were blue instead of pink? Would her ovaries fall out and roll up on the floor? Listen, cousin, I'm just buzzing about your baby. A welcome new addition to the family. It's great to see, but you've always said that the sight of pink makes you see red. And I can't send a card that surely will offend. Sequin dresses on princesses are your nemesis, and anything in fairy wings is just taking the piss. What if I were to send a card to Auntie Brenda with a picture of a football or a dinosaur? Just what would she think if it were blue instead of pink? Would her ovaries fall out and roll up on the floor? I tried so hard to find you a card. I tried so hard to find you a card. Hey big brother, how I love ya, but I feel that isn't best expressed by cards that compliment your beer drinking prowess. And when it comes to Father's Day, I have to look the other way. When I'm headed down that dreaded aisle in M&S, a wall of golf clubs and mustaches, burger steaks and noxious gases, jokes about your hair receding, request to borrow money or for help with the weeding, DIY and watching darts on the telly, jokes about your beer belly and how you never do the dishes, barbecues and pissing off the missus, ties and bikes and something about cricket. I've a mind to tell Clinton where to stick it. God forbid I'd want to show you affection through this truly woeful collection, but by far out of all the cards I struggle with the one genuinely seen in the supermarket that said, "Thank you, Dad, for banging more." What if I were to send a card to Auntie Brenda with a picture of a football or a dinosaur? Just what would she think if it were blue instead of pink? Would her ovaries fall out and roll up on the floor? I tried so hard to find you a card you wouldn't want to tear apart. I tried so hard to find you a card. I tried so hard to find you a card you wouldn't want to tear apart. I tried so hard to find you a card. All I want's a birthday card for Gran with a picture of a robot or Spider-Man. Thank you. You're lovely, and you all got here at the beginning to see Biscuit Heads. But we know you Biscuit Head fans do that. You're so lovely. You don't just rock up for the main band. So I had a big kind of all-day fundraiser last Saturday. Some of you might have been at it. Some of you were at it. You lovely people. You can't see Biscuit Heads too much in the space of a fortnight. It was at Wharf Chambers, and there were people queuing before the door was open. And Biscuit Heads weren't even on till the end of the afternoon. So you are all lovely people. Very lovely people. I've not even got CDs to sell, so I'm not trying to butter you up. So I think I'm going to do a couple more. So this is I think this is quite a serious song for me. So it's called Live and Learn. So this is moving into later age, well, middle age, I guess it is. One of my favourite things that I've learned, one of my favourite things that I've learned as an adult is that it's great to be bad at things, and it's really empowering, and it's good to do things that you're really bad at. And yeah, that's what it's about, really. So we spend a lot of our life striving to be excellent, and I'm actually a half decent bass player, but I'm playing the guitar tonight, not as well as you know, a lot of other people. So it doesn't matter, does it really? So although my penny whistle playing, oh my God, I will admit that that's fantastic. So yeah. So this is called Live and Learn, and it's about getting older and being shit at things. So yeah. So if I miss it up, I could go, ha ha, that was on purpose. This is also it. Well, the first verse is true, the second verse isn't because I can't swim, but bear with me. I'm learning to ride a bike at the age of 40. Why did I not do it sooner in life? With fewer obstacles to thwart me. Now I've got more body mass to balance and far further to fall. And stabilizers give rise to derisory comments more than when you're small. My steering is veering, you'll see me careering through flower beds and teenagers jeer as I ride into yet another hedge. My knees and my elbows are constantly grazed. It's been known when you're 4, not when you're middle-aged. But frankly I really don't care as I glide down that hill with the wind through my hair. It's never too late to make a start. It's never too late to make a start. Once you accept you might not be adept, and you don't have to excel. You can say what the hell. Learning how to swim at the age of 70. Why did I leave it too long to dive in? The water feels heavenly. But no other adult is doing doggy paddle in the shallow end. I hope that I don't get the bends. This chlorine is making me choke, and I can't see a thing without my bifocals. And when I'm floating in the ocean, stretched out on an inflatable, my prowess is debatable, but I feel unbreakable. It's never too late to make a start. It's never too late to make a start. Once you accept you might not be adept, and you don't have to excel. You can say what the hell. It's never too late to make a start. It's never too late to make a start. Once you realize there's no pressure, no pride, and you don't have to excel. You can say what the hell. You can say what the hell. Thank you.
Back on the phone. Right, so...
Sorry, Stu. That was my big 7 size feet. Size 7 feet. Yeah, so
Headsets work with the Google Assistant.
oh, that's my phone. What's that? Oh no. That's weird. There's magic happening. Harrison, are you doing some magic? Technology. It's right, you can be bad at things when you're older. That's like my disclaimer for everything. So I'm going to finish with my rap. And this is also, I didn't know whether to play this. This is quite a deep quite a deep song. It's quite personal. Yeah, this is also part of my childhood, and I'm going to share it with you. So it's called Rapple Juice. It's quite serious. You know, if anyone's offended by anything or upset by anything, I do apologise. Other than by the fact I'm about to do a rap. But yeah, let's see what happens. Have you heard about the girl who swallowed an apple seed and started to produce apple juice each time she peed? It was clear something weird was happening inside her. Her parents were aggrieved but relieved it wasn't cider. The doctors perplexed could detect nothing amiss, and they took so many samples they were just taking the piss. True story. Now most girls in her position would be feeling quite resentful, but she saw her condition as one which had potential. When she gave a glass to an unsuspecting neighbour, turned out that he savoured the flavour. What a game changer! Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Spurred on by this discovery, utterly monumental, she started to explore and be more experimental. And after several hours of aerobic exercise, she found she had the powers to pass pure apple ties. So then she went full throttle and set herself the target to sell it by the bottle at Oxley Farmers Market. The success was in excess of her wildest dreams, and soon people were queuing for a taste of her sweet, sweet streams. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice.